Hey, what's happening, everybody? Where have I been? What am I doing? What is this? All these questions and more will be answered in just a few short minutes. Let's start with why is this thing here? What is this thing? Where's the MR2? Sold it. I sold the MR2. You may have cotton on to what I was suggesting in the previous video, that if the right person or offer or whatever came up, I was gonna let it go. This wasn't really my plan, but I actually was trying, and I've got some footage of me working on and trying to make the MR2 California street legal. Long story short, that didn't happen. I got a good offer, the car's gone. Life goes on, no big deal. I enjoyed it, highly recommend anyone who's looking for a fun, cheap, mid-engine car, MR2 ZZW30, good way to go. 2ZZ swap, not a bad option. Could even make it legal, but you have to plan properly in the beginning, because the 5 Ps will tell you that if you don't, you'll have to sell it earlier than you want to. Okay, so that's out of the way. So what is this? This is my daily driver, E46 with a M54 B30 5-speed, nice little daily, but it's not the fun car. It's the daily. There's a baby seat in the back. My baby hasn't been in the car yet, but there's a baby seat in the back for her. So really, I what's next, right? Because if this isn't cutting it, then something else needs to. So I essentially had it narrowed down to like 25 cars, which eventually became 5 cars, which eventually kind of got, I think legitimately I had 5 cars on the list, kind of fluctuating at any given point. First was an E30. I'm a huge fan of E30s. I've owned a bunch. I've done a lot of fun stuff with it. If you look at some of my older videos, I found a smog exempt one that was really getting me excited, but it wasn't it. It wasn't an E30. I've enjoyed E30s for like 10 years, and I was really ready for just a new challenge, new experience. And I also wanted something smog exempt, which is why that E30 really appealed to me. The other car that came up on the list, another BMW. I'm not a BMW head. It sounds like it. You see this, I'm talking E30s, 2002. You think this is a BMW guy. I'm not. I don't believe in brand loyalty. I think there is too many flavors of cars, and you should go experience all of them. So the 2002 was a strong candidate. It's a great little car. It's vintage racing, like eligible in a great Class B sedan. Lots of maniacs in there. You might be one of them. That was tempting, but I didn't quite find the right one. And then there was the car that's been calling to me for years now. I've wanted an Alfa Giulia, either a Super or a TI, 1300, 1600, didn't matter. I swap it anyways because I'm an idiot. So one of those, a few of those had been on my list, and I found a really nice 64 Ti, 2-liter, bunch of cool stuff done to it, but badly neglected, and rusty rockers, leaky carbs, and a seller who's not motivated to sell. And I'm too cheap, not that cheap, but I'm too cheap to pay his price. So that was crossed off the list. What is that? That's 3. Another car, number 4. I've wanted a Porsche my whole life. Porsche there, Porsche here, Porsche there. Am I a Porsche guy? No, I'm not. I know how great they are, but it kind of, I'm cheap also, so like an air-cooled 911 is just not worth the money to me. I'm gonna spend $40,000 for 170 horsepower. 60-year-old transmission design. No thanks. If I was filthy rich and I had a huge garage, maybe the story would be different. Okay, so E30 2002 Alpha 911, possibly a Cayman. I talk a lot about Caymans, but just after having had like a Mini Cooper with 115 horsepower, a modern one, had a lot of fun with. MR2 was a lot of fun. I really wanted to stick to something closer to 2,000 pounds than 3,000 pounds. So a Lotus Elise was up there, but I drive kind of aggressive, I think is the right word. My driveway sucks, and fiberglass clamshells just wasn't sitting right. So what did I end up with? Plot twist, clickbait, whatever you want to call it, I'm not telling you. I have bought something though, and it will be here in place of this car pretty soon, hopefully next week. I don't know if I'll have a video that quick. I'll certainly have some stuff to show once it's here, and you'll see what it is. And it will start a whole new series. I'm kind of OCD with my organization, so this doesn't fall into any kind of playlist. It's just going to be a bastard video all on its own. Getting kind of noisy, so I'll wrap it up, and it's gone on a little longer than I wanted to. But yeah, it's coming soon. It could very well be one of the cars that I just described, though, because as I start and end all my videos, I'm an idiot. And so I will tell myself not to buy something as I'm handing over somebody cash for it. So, you know, I'm hoping to get a little more interaction. I know there's people watching these videos. I'm up to 55 subscribers. That's right, hitting the big time. So it would be cool if people comment. I don't know what the algorithm does or any of that stuff. I don't really care. I just like interacting with people and talking cars. As you can see, I was trying to make a little 5-minute video, closing in on 8 at the moment. So I'm gonna wrap it up. Basically, the car has been bought, and I'll give away this part. I passed on a really nice 911 with a 4-liter. Already regretting it. I hate saying it. It's a 9962. Cool stuff, but I didn't want to deal with smog. I like messing around too much, and I don't want to deal with smog. So it's a car that doesn't require smog, one way or another. Trying to keep it vague. So the plans ultimately is down the road, I want to do an engine swap. When you see the car, you can tell me what you think. But first and foremost, I got to do some suspension, a couple little customizations to make it my car, and then we'll go from there. It's gonna be, you know, my never-ending chase of that perfect car that I can drive to the track, have fun at the track, drive it home, can drive it to the canyons, have fun in the canyons, drive it home, and if I want to go to the store, I can drive it to the store. You know, it's got to be a car that can do all these things. Some would say this could do all that, but with that, that's pretty much going to be the video. Yeah, I'd love to hear what you guys think it is. So leave a comment below, and that's it. See ya.